good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on when you're catching the replay. And for those of you in the room, I appreciate you guys being in the room where it happens. Altavis Pelzer here at Altavis Unmuted, and I'm excited. Things have been changing. Things have been on the up and up when it comes to us, for Amazon influencers, for creators, for content creators on multiple platforms. We've kind of seen some great things happen, but we've also seen some things that have been like wonky along the way. But one of the most recent things that just came out was a new update. Everybody say yay! A new update to the TOS, and it was switched to offers DT on the product advertising API. Now, many of us are like, we don't know what the heck that means. I thought this was so cool. One of the other content creators went and put it into ChatGPT to like break it down. And so they asked, what is the S3 proxy? S3 is data downloads or connected third party analytic tools to your associate's account, like tracking commissions, link clicks, or item performance, which is why we're talking about this today in our 2 o'clock call, because that is some of the stuff that we have access to through Logi. Also, if you're doing another affiliate program, they pull that content as well, depending on the type of affiliate program you're working with. So, also, we pull that information sometimes as well. Some of you may have an automatic system that pulls it. Most of us do it manually. Or item performance. Those tools are powered by the S3 proxy system. So after January 31st of 2026, that system will stop working, meaning you won't be able to download data feeds or reports from the old system. Okay. Any software or scripts you use to pull Amazon affiliate data must switch to the new Creators API. So there's nothing that we need to do unless you're using a system that automatically pulls your data for you to be able to have it. Now, I haven't heard of anybody having a system like that just yet, but we also know people don't talk about everything that they're doing for their Amazon commissions and all of those things. We do, however, want to pay attention to things like um, if you have a website, just go through, make sure that isn't going to affect anything on your website. If you have a blog, go through and make sure it's not going to affect anything on your blog. Okay. I know we typically are putting our affiliate link on there, but also, even though it may not say it in the bold print, there's sometimes where other things are affected, and we want to make sure that we are in the clear, right? Right. It says the new Creators API is Amazon's updated all-in-one programmatic, I can talk tool for creators and affiliates. It will provide data feeds, product pricing, etc., offer reporting APIs, so earnings, clicks, orders, include new rules and tech specs for AI generated content, and machine learning tools that use Amazon's data. So if you've been using um, now, again, we don't know fully how this will affect it, but if you've been using ChatGPT or one of the other programs to kind of pull information from Amazon for you to be able to create things that you needed, scripts and all types of other things, that may be something that you want to pay attention to. But also, if you're using AI to create content at all, you'll want to pay attention to this. Now, we've seen people using more and more of the AI generated um, for videos. And man, I've seen some of those videos and go, they take away from you actually seeing somebody with it on because, again, that person doesn't look like you. It doesn't help. But some people may still find it intriguing and want to buy through it. To each his own. But when it starts talking about AI generated content, we want to pay attention to that because we've been stepping into a um, interesting uh, realm of being able to do things easier and to do more with AI. But we know that there's some things that are starting to get dinged in certain places because people are taking it and abusing it, and people are going overboard with it and doing all the wrong things with it. So when we get down to that part, including the new rules and tech specs for AI generated content and machine learning tools that use Amazon data. That means if you have something that's again pulling information from Amazon, or if you're using it to create content, you want to pay clear attention to how they are updating this, just so that way you don't get flagged. The reason why it was so important for us to talk about this today is y'all know, now y'all know we talked about the last update and it included trademark information and things like that. And within a few days of that new um, level of TOS that changes that came through, or within a few days, we started seeing people's accounts get shut down. And people were like, oh, I don't know why my account shut down. And clearly it went against what was in the terms of service. So if you're somebody that's using AI, how are you using it? And do you think that this will affect how you are using AI with your current content or how you will use it in the future? I know people get scared too about, using new tools and techniques as well. To each his own, it's always going to be something different, right? In other words, it's a modernized version of the old S3 system designed to be more secure, automated, and aligned with Amazon's content and AI policies. So, we have been talking about how Amazon is getting a lot tighter in the things that they're trying to catch or the things that they're paying attention to. And so, this is one of the ways that they're doing that is through this update that's about to come out. Again, for you personally, if you're not using AI, then there may not be anything you need to do. But if you're using an affiliate program and they use it, then you're going to want to pay attention to that. Like you should be seeing a message from them about what they're doing or how it is going to affect their particular platform. I know Rob with Oink has already put out a statement about, how it's not going to be an effect on his because of where his content comes from, for how, the extension works. And, you know, um, we know that AHUD is always very upfront about how the content is being pulled for our content on Logi. So he'll give a little bit more insight to that as well. But if you're using other affiliate programs, you're going to want to make sure that you're getting an update from that particular platform to say, hey, how does this affect you? Does it affect you? Will it affect my earnings? Will it affect how my content is being used? Or if my content is going to be pulled properly? You're going to want to know that. Here's why I say this is important. I remember when a similar update happened, I think it was last year, and people that were a part of one of the programs, one of the affiliate programs that was pulling information in a certain way, their accounts got shut down. And these were influencers at different levels, and their accounts got shut down because they were connected to this particular platform, particular program, and their stuff got pulled. Now, over time, some of them were able to get their accounts back up and they were able to kind of fight through the process. Not everybody was able to get their accounts back. So, again, when these terms of services come out and are getting changed, pay close attention to it and see how it affects you. I know for me, I stopped using um, a few of the other affiliate programs, and I've had some that have reached out, and I'm like, we're not doing that. We're not even going to slide back down that pole at all, because of how many times I've seen people go through, again, different scenarios, different situations, and having their account shut down because that particular brand or program or platform, they may not have paid attention to the writing on the wall or the changes that were made, and it affected everybody that was connected to them. So that's why you got to pay attention to it. If you have not done so already, make sure you are reaching out, checking the emails from those other platforms, and reaching out if you didn't see anything so that way you can get some updates. Now, if you use manual reports for your from your dashboard, then there is nothing that you need to do. So if you're somebody that just pulls your reports on your own, you download them, you there's nothing extra you need to do. But if you use an automated tool, scripts, or affiliate dashboards, which is what I was just talking about, that pull data like earnings or product lists, you or the tool developer need to either switch from S3 Proxy to Creators API before January 31st, or update integrations, or ask your software provider if they'll support the new Creators API. So, because I've seen this go left for influencers in the past, I said, okay, we need to talk about this because I've seen with the last update to TOS, people's accounts started getting shut down because they were using trademark stuff. Even though they weren't using it on Amazon, they were using trademark things on social media platforms and got their accounts snagged. We get nervous when the platform does something and is not working properly sometimes, right? Because you think your account is shut down. But here are the reasons why they typically shut them down. So, with that being said, I know again, we've come in contact with quite a few that have had accounts shut down and they've gone through that process. Um, we watched a lot of influencers that came into this program that were doing really well. I mean, people that were making 10 and 20,000 a month and things like that, to literally they were no longer here because their account got shut down and they no longer had access to the money, that all that money they had made that was still sitting there, they didn't get any of it. And even when the accounts get set back up, you may or may not get access back to your videos, but they did not get access back to the money that was made because you violated the terms of service. And it's very easy to want to rely on, oh well, I think it's this, well, I think it's that. You have to go by whatever Amazon has written down. That is law, unfortunately, right? That is what you have to go by. So be careful because people will tell you, well, I do it this way and I haven't gotten in trouble. Just because somebody has not gotten caught does not mean that it's not against TOS. It just means that you haven't gotten caught. And again, some of the other accounts that have gotten shut down, they were doing things that were against terms of service and it had finally caught up to them. So they're thinking, oh, this just came out of the blue because I've been in the program for this length of time or that length of time, and it doesn't matter. It catches up. Again, your social media is connected to your Amazon at some point, and I don't know if they're doing individual, audits where they're kind of going through your account. I don't, but if you're sending people from your content on social media to Amazon, those you're giving them access to whatever it is you posted. They can go, they can easily have something in the system that tracks and can scan through and see what's in there and what's not, and it puts you at risk. So, with that being said, have you? I have not. Well, again, we're here with Ahud with Logi, so he can give us the update for for Logi. But have you received any updates from any of the other automation or affiliate programs that you have been working with? I have not seen anybody say that they've received insight. And again, outside of Oink, I've not seen anybody give any update concerning the new terms of service. Stephanie said, "Oh, I only work with Logi and Oink." That part, I'm like, I have not seen anybody else talk about it. I've not seen anybody post about it, ask about it. And I'm like, careful. We've seen it happen way too many times in the past. Careful,
Yes,
careful.
yes, 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 Altavi. So I'm here to mention that I'm super excited. I mean, I'm so excited about this news. This news. It's just like I feel like finally, you know, I kind of feel like finally you're actually going to make it so much more organized and technically accessible for anyone to access their data and not have to rely on the you know on the current 1980s style, when people still use diskettes to copy 256 kilobytes into their like it was so outdated and not moving as fast as everything else that Amazon is doing. Amazon is doing so much for their sellers, why not for the influencers? But with that being said, it makes a lot of sense because the influencer program is super new and the sellers program is 20 years old, right? Um, but it's very exciting. Um, what? Not a floppy disk. Yeah, I just call it a diskette, a floppy disk. Wow, that's just, I see some pictures of that, and oh, I saw some really cool meme that showed the save button that you have in some software. It has a save button, it has a little disk, a little floppy disk on it, icon, and he said, that your kids doesn't even know why that thing is there when they click on save. They just don't know because everything is saved on the cloud automatically. It's just like the old days. But yeah, Altavis, this is really exciting news, and Logi is always keeping terms of service to a T. We're always doing everything that Amazon is saying, and we're making sure that whatever they say, we're following their guidelines as much as we can. So there's never, never, ever going to be any type of issue. But this new update got me really excited because, in a way, they're like saying, "Hey, Logi, we heard you. We heard the creators that are using you, and those are thousands of Amazon influencers. Pretty much, um, we believe that 80% of all the active Amazon influencers are using Logi daily. And I think that Amazon finally realized that, hey, we need to kind of fix it and make it easier for everybody. So these news are actually really good news for everybody. Um, but it comes with something with another task for the influencers, Altovis. This is really important. We need to mention that it's not going to be like a instant gratification for everything we do. No, influencers will now have to go to their Amazon Associates page, go to their settings page, and generate an API key. So now they will have to go ahead and generate an API key and use it when working with any software out there that is going to help them. And that API key is going to allow that software to officially get the right data about any deals that are happening and any type of reports. Hopefully, Amazon will share more information about that because at the moment they're not really sharing too much, but I hope that they will eventually because they're expecting us to make changes by a certain date, and we're hoping that they will release their what's called documentation to make sure that we're able to do that. So that's about that. I'm super excited, and I promise you all that as Logi is the leading platform, infrastructure, and solution for Amazon influencers, we're going to make sure that we're staying ahead of everybody else and keep providing our thousands of influencers with the most updated, transforming data that you can use to empower your business as an influencer. Um, and yeah, we're going to make sure that we're always staying ahead of everybody. So you'll be very happy with Logi. Uh, with that being said, I wanted to also mention that we have the affiliate program, and some people are crushing it, and some people are don't crushing it. And I'm thinking to myself, gosh, we have so many new brands coming in thanks to influencers that are sending them over, telling them, guys, we're loving Logi and we're making so much money with Logi. And you can make so much money with Logi too by signing up as a brand and having all of us influencers promoting your product. And out of it, these guys that are doing it, once they send in a brand, they become the first right of refusal for that brand, meaning that no matter what product that brand launches, that influencer that refer them forever will be the first one to be automatically matched without even the AI starting to do any type of work. Just because they refer that brand, boom, they're automatically matched. And they can skip or accept the product, but that's like one of the best thing ever. And those of you that literally took the time and actually started sending people, and we have a few in the room, and some are not in the room, but some of them spoke before, are now going to see the results in the next few weeks, hopefully, because you're sending brands to Logi, and these brands are getting an amazing offer because you send them over. It's just like they're going to sign up and just become customers. No, they're getting double everything in the package they choose. Like you're literally giving them an invitation code that allows them to get double everything. That's a really amazing offer for brands that you work with, and they should be so thankful for you. Because if we guarantee 10 influencers will create amazing content for them, they're going to get 20 for the same price of all that process. And it's just quite amazing. The good news, and that's what everybody's going to be super happy about, is that today, 3 minutes ago at 2:30 p.m. Friday, November 14th, we have launched the affiliate program dashboard on the Logi website. So as with everything that is brand new, it's going to be glitchy. It might be wrong. So here I'm saying it right now. It might not give you the exact information because it's still, we're working on it. But you, our influencers, especially the users that are joining our live streams, you are always the first ones to, you're our first responders, the ones that attend the live streams, right? Out of it, these are, you are like immediately I'm talking live, and Lane can already log into Logi and go to his affiliate program dashboard. It's in the menu, and immediately kind of track what's going on there. So again, it's just the beginning, and I'm sure that we're going to add much more data, but at least we want to give you the basics. Let me share my screen so everybody can see what it looks like. So there we go, and share. So this is it, guys. What you're seeing here is the official affiliate program dashboard that just launched 4 minutes ago, and it will probably be buggy, might have wrong data for the next few days, might be weird, might not give you what you need to know. But this is why we need you, especially the ones who are watching this live, to immediately check it out, see if everything makes sense, reach out to us if you have ideas, tips, what you would actually like to see there, what other options you want to see there, etc., etc., etc. So that's why I need you. You are literally my, first responders QA team. Let's take a look at it together. To get to this page, we're going to click on the affiliate program on the left menu. So right after dashboard, profile, affiliate program, ignore this promote product. That's an old thing that is no longer working. It's just for me as an admin. I see it, but you are not going to see it. So just ignore that. Just concentrate on that affiliate program. And then you will see this page. I'm going to zoom into this page a little bit, like this. And now we can see what we have here. So the first banner here at the top says, invite brands or creators, earn referral commission. As you all know, at the moment, you're only earning the referral commission on brands, but we do encourage you to also invite other creators. Why? Because once we actually launch a paid creator tier, then if you referred creators to Logi, then you're going to be compensated. Now, I cannot promise that this compensation will be, let's say, what we offer when we launch the program, but we will have some kind of compensation for, going backwards to see how many influencers you invited in the past using your code. So you'll see that it was worth it to promote it and help us. But on the other side, it's just going to help all your friends that are creators that are not using Logi yet, the few that are still not using Logi, to get access to this amazing platform without having to be on a waiting list or wait for an invitation code. So that's really wonderful. And it says right away, you can now earn up to an additional $100 every single month for each brand you refer to Logi. So as you all know, because I discussed this many times before, our affiliate fees range from a $30 monthly bounty payment for our smallest brand package up to $100 monthly for our larger package for an entire year or for as long as the brand keeps paying us. Guys, if you were able to refer 10 brands to us that took the big package, that's another $1,000 a month in extra income. So really, the Logi affiliate program is really one of the most generous programs out there, and one that can really show you benefits right away. I know that some of you are going to make more on this affiliate program than you actually make on Amazon. I know it because I see the brands that you're sending in and what you're actually able to do with that. So here you can click copy, and you're going to be able to copy your full URL with your invitation code inside and just share it with anyone you want. Or you can click one of these share buttons right here: Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, WhatsApp. And if you want others, let us know. We're going to add an email one, so it automatically opens your email with a pre-filled, some kind of a text that you can edit with your link, or whatever other easy links you want here. Just let us know. And every other tip, I'm going to give you another example of something we want to add to our roadmap, and that's something I would love you to think about in offering us other ways to build this affiliate. We want to add another input box here that you can paste a brand's email and just hit that invite button, so you don't have to do anything, and it will automatically send them an email that says, hi, this influencer just invited you to join Logi, and this is what you're going to get if you click this button. So this is something that we want to do. It's not there yet, but we did add it to our roadmap, and that's one of these things that I would love if you guys can suggest to us, these ideas of making your life easier with this. So going a little bit lower on this, we can actually see that we know immediately how many referrals we send to Logi, how many active subscriptions are there, and what's the total commissions that we're going to make, that we're currently making. And the referrals are everyone that signed up to Logi with your referral key. Does it mean that you're going to get paid for them? No. But if any one of these people in that number ends up buying a subscription on Logi and paying Logi for our services, then you're going to get paid. If they do it anytime, even if they do it next year or in 2 years, at the moment, our affiliate program as it is right now, meaning that any one of these people that you referred, for as long as they are your referee like this, you're going to get the commission. It might change in the future. I'm preparing you for that. But as for now, this is actually guaranteeing that you're going to get commissions in the future, and nobody else is going to be able to kind of sneak in and take that brand away from you. So the sooner you refer brands, the better. And we only have, I would say around 100 brands that were referred to Logi in the past month, which is a lot. But there are 3 million brands on Amazon. Okay, so I'll say it again. we had like 100 people, 100 brands that were already referred to us in the past month since we launched this program. But there are 3 million brands on Amazon. That just means that you have still 2,999,900 brands to refer. Not too much, right? So that's just amazing. The active subscriptions shows you exactly how many active subscriptions are there at the moment when you see this. Again, might be glitchy. We don't know exactly if it's going to be exactly the same. We need to test it in the next few days. You're literally seeing it now live as we're just launching it. So give us a few days to make sure that everything will be accurate. Hopefully, you'll be able to also click it and see exactly who are the ones that actually subscribe to you and all that information. In the future, you'll be able to, track a lot of what they're doing, what package they took, what products they're launching, because you're the first one to accept or decline it, all that kind of stuff. That's right here. And here are your total commissions right here. So this, if I hover over, it says the total commissions you've earned from all your affiliate referrals, okay? And here is going to be your breakdown of the referrals. And you can see that the name of the person you referred. So for an example, you referred test after, or testing affiliate 3, or affiliate creator testing. As you can see, this is our testing dashboard. So it's not real, but you will see whoever you referred to. And here you'll be able to see the commissions for that person and the status. So this one shows you no subscription, no subscription, no subscription. And this one is an active subscription, and you get a $90 commission on this one, and et cetera, et cetera. You can go to page 2, and on page 2, you see 2 more active subscriptions, and that's how you see your total revenue from that. So this is the big affiliate dashboard launch that we promised to give you in the next, as we said, few weeks, and we promised and we delivered. So because it's so new, I'm actually asking you guys to test it out and make sure you start copying your invitation code and sending it to every brand you know, telling them that if they sign up with this, they will get a special appointment with a senior account manager, and most likely will get Stas to sell them the biggest subscription, because he knows what he's talking about, and brands really appreciate when he explains to them all the benefits of what you guys are doing. And that's kind of saying, hey guys, you refer the brands to us, and we'll do everything we can to make sure that you're going to get paid affiliate commissions for that. So with that being said, if you have any questions, let me know. And if no questions, then I'm going to send you back to Altavis. But let me, yeah, go ahead.
Yes, hi, and
Hello.
congratulations.
Congratulations to all of us.
Oh, this is wonderful, wonderful. Just my initial reaction of looking at the dashboard, because what I had to do was log out, because I was
Yes.
already in my dashboard, and
Yep.
then log back in. And then I
Exactly.
saw the little button. I was like, ooh. And so there is a column there for name, but I think you guys should also add a column for brand. Because I'm assuming the name would be the person who you're sending the email to,
Right.
but they
Right.
could represent multiple brands, and
Exactly.
plus us, even as affiliates, we're not going to remember the person's name, but we'll probably remember the brand name.
I love it. I love it. You
Does that
see,
make
here's
sense?
the first recommendation, and we love it, and it's going to be implemented hopefully by next week. Not
Awesome.
only that, Eileen, but also what we're building, but again, you'll see it soon, is that when you click the name and the brand, it's going to actually have a drop down for every one of these referrals. And inside, you'll see the breakdown of, month by month, the subscription that they were on and how much commissions you made on it. At the moment, it's just the grouped version of it. Like here, that's a brand you referred, because unlike other affiliate dashboards that I saw in the past, and I didn't like the way it's working, I wanted to make it easier for you. So a lot of the other affiliate programs literally show you every time you get paid as a little record, just a bunch of records, and you have to go through them and see, oh, that's what I made. That's fine. But for us, because it's a recurring revenue that's going to hit us every single month, I said I want to group them together. So you're going to see one line per customer, and you have to click it in order to have it drop down and show you the entire history for that person. So you don't have all these lines like I saw in other places that you just have to go through all of them, and you don't remember, and you don't know which one actually canceled the subscription, which one actually continued. You just don't know. You have to make all these calculations yourself. That's why I made it this way. And this is what we're going to be pushing in the next few days as well.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
And Stephanie is asking, she's saying that she's using, she actually has a different code to invite creators. She requested a special code to invite her friends, and she says it is going to show up here as well. I think we can add it as a secondary invitation code, but it's better that you'll use the new one. Just use the current one. This way it will definitely show, but we can build something in the back end that will merge different codes to one user. It's something that technically is easy to do. Okay, so let me know if you have any other questions about that. But I want to just emphasize what Eileen said. If you're logging in and you don't see that affiliate dashboard, then you have to log out of Logi, log back in, because a lot of you have cached version of the app in your browser. And by logging out and logging back in, it clears that cache and shows you that new feature on the dashboard. So yeah, so I feel like that's going to be a huge thing for us. Another thing that we're going to implement in the next few days is an instant email you're going to be getting. Once a brand signs up with your invitation code, you'll immediately get notified telling you, hey guys, this brand just signed up to Logi. Doesn't mean they subscribed yet, but definitely shoot them an email, say, hey, I saw that you signed up to Logi. Hopefully you'll actually choose the biggest package because it's the best and encourage them to do that. Yeah, so let's see what other question we have here. So the same code that we use to invite brands is also useful for inviting creators. I would love to see info for those who accept, and also an auto email feature. Even though we don't earn from affiliate sign up, I'd like to see how many I drive. So actually you said it as I was saying it as well. So yeah, so I would say use the same code. Different codes have restrictions. So I can tell you that some codes actually are allowing people to only sign up as brands. Some codes are allowing people to only sign up as creators, etc. But this specific code that you have is what's called a master code that allows you to invite any type of user to the system. And at least for now, it's like that. You know, we might change it. We might create different codes for different purposes. So it's not becoming too, you know, we want to make sure that we're doing it right. So yeah, that is about it. I'll just explain what I just said. I'm sorry if it didn't make sense. We don't want to make Logi accessible for just everyone, right? We are a very exclusive platform that, you know, we use to only bring #1 best-selling brands to Logi and decline any brand that used to join our waiting list, which has low quality products, or we didn't see that they have great reviews and all that stuff. So we're literally vetting every brand that joins Logi. The same thing for influencers. No influencer can join without us, you know, going through their affiliate store, their storefront on Amazon, and their entire, you know, social profiles, and making sure that they are a good match to be a Logi creator. And the reason why I'm saying it, to explain why what I said before, is because we didn't want to open it up to just be this flea market that everybody can join. And the reason why is because you've seen other platforms do it. Even Creator Connection, that you see it's being flooded by thousands of spammy offers and opportunities, which is something you will never see on Logi, because we are manually doing everything and making sure that it's top notch for our creators. And a lot of other platforms and solutions out there didn't care about it as much. They just wanted the quantity and not the quality. They wanted to see a lot of brands joining. They wanted to see a lot of creators joining. At the end of the day, that was working against them. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You've been a part of these platforms, and other brands have been a part of these platforms. Nicole Bateman is saying a dumb question. Why would a brand just sign up and not purchase a subscription service? What's the benefit? I'll explain. It's not that they decide not to sign a subscription when they sign up, but it's a multi-step process. A brand cannot just subscribe on Logi because of the vetting process that we have. which means that even a brand was referred by you, but they are a very bad brand with very low quality products and low reviews and low sales, they will not be accepted as a Logi brand. So yeah, you need to know it. You need to know it. There's a lot of reasons why, not just because we don't want them on the platform. That is the main thing. But because we also know that they're going to take the smallest package and cancel after a month or two, or try to take advantage of the system in many ways, because these spammy, low quality brands usually use spammy, low quality tactics and strategies. So these are the brands that we don't want to be a part of our luxurious platform. And Nicole says, makes sense, thank you. So yeah, so that's the reason, because it's a two-step process. So they do sign up, we have all their information in the system, and then they meet with our account manager, and he is the one who decides whether they're being eligible, and they get an email that says, hey, thank you for signing up. For the next step to see if you're eligible to join Logi, please click this button to schedule a 30-minute call with an account manager. They click that button, they set up the call, and only after these 30 minutes, they're either onboarded and paying as a subscriber, and hopefully if they're good on the biggest package, so you'll make the most money. And if it's not for them, then we say, listen, at the moment, it doesn't look like you're a good fit for Logi, but we're going to keep you on our waiting list, and we're going to reach out as things change. Stephanie, I talk about Logi a lot in Facebook groups. Should I ask people to DM me for the code moving forward instead of posting it as a reply to kind of gatekeep a little more? I say yes. The answer is yes, Stephanie. Because we want to gatekeep it, and also we want to make it more exclusive. If someone actually messages you and gets that code and not just see it available for everybody on social media, it makes it a little bit more exclusive and luxurious to get it. And just remember that all of you have a pretty high number of usages that we allowed for that code, pretty much about 100, which is more than anyone would probably need. It's only the number is lowered only when someone signs up. So you can give it to anyone you want, but unless they sign up, the number doesn't go down. So 100 codes is pretty much amazing for every one of you, but we can change it all the time. So if we see that you referred spammy brands or spammy creators, or people that are not real creators and they found your code somewhere because you spammed it or you put it available for everybody and some wrong people took advantage of it, we immediately disable all these accounts that were referred by this spammy code, and we make it 0 more usages, meaning that this code can no longer be used to invite people. So we're able to track it, and we're always looking at each and every creator that is joining Logi, who sent them. It means a lot to us because some of you are doing an amazing job sending creators to Logi, and of course with the new system, the brands. So I just feel like it's amazing things are happening with this, and we're growing together, and it's pretty awesome. Yeah, so I see no more questions. I love it. So that means everybody knows everything, and everybody already sent another 100 emails to brands to invite them. Good job, guys. Good job. And Altavis, with that, it goes back to you. Let me know what you think, and you can, wrap it up and share your thoughts as we go into the weekend.
I'm excited about it. I wanted to know, do you have a preference on categories or types of brands that you would like us to invite?
What a great question. Altavis, this is a philosophical question, right? You open the can of worms because we can start talking about it forever and ever. It is a philosophical question. Let me tell you why. When brands join Logi, there's so many implications that happen after that, right? I can point different reasons why different brands in different categories are good or bad or ugly, right? Like, let's take a look at the most important thing. What is the category that generates the most money for influencers? What is the category on Logi that actually gets the most sales and generates the most commissions? Do I want these brands? Do I want this category? Because I know that by you referring these brands, I know for a fact that this is the top category. It's the hottest category on Logi. We know that these products are selling much, much better than other categories, and we know that they pay the best. Is that what we want? Do we want to choose the category that we don't have any influencers for? Meaning that I have influencers for almost all the categories, but I don't have influencers for automobile. Maybe I want to have brands for automobiles. So now our AI agents that are reaching out to influencers on a daily basis, even those that are not Logi creators, will say, hey, we matched you with this automobile product. Would you join Logi to promote this product? Meaning that you give me a brand that can actually bring us more influencers to enjoy the platform. Do I want you to send me a brand that I know that is sending the most units, even though it doesn't make a lot of money? That means that a lot of people are going to see a lot of sales. They're not going to make a lot of money from it. Their commissions are going to be very low because those are, low profitable products, but everybody's going to see a sale. A lot of people are going to see sales. So maybe that's the kind of category we want, something that is, just everybody has in their home and people buy without thinking too much. Maybe these are the brands we want. Maybe we want a brand that actually has products that are selling, that each product is on average over than $100, meaning that people are making a lot of money. Maybe we want a brand that only has best-selling products. There's just so much philosophical aspects when I'm actually thinking about it. So at the moment, there is no specific category, just send them all and we'll take everyone who looks good, which is 99% of the brands, except for the spammy bad brands. And I want you to start making money as an affiliate. Because once you start making a few $100s a month from being an affiliate, you will put more efforts into getting more brands into Logi because you'll see the results. It pays off. It pays off nicely. It doesn't take a lot for a brand to be convinced to join Logi if a creator they trust refer them to Logi. It's 100 times harder for a brand to sign up to Logi if I, as Logi, reach out to him and say, hey, join Logi. It's 100% harder because that's a cold outreach. Nobody knows me. They don't know what Logi is, nothing. But if a creator that they worked with before says, hey, I've been working with Logi for a few months now, for a few years, and I love it, and you should work with them too, that's 100 times more likelihood of that brand joining Logi and becoming a Logi paid brand. So keep that in mind. That's your superpowers compared to our superpowers. So definitely take advantage of it. And yeah, that's pretty much the answer to your question, Altavis.
Good, good. And I say that because I know for us as influencers, especially this time of year, we get an increase of people, brands, and vendors um, who are reaching out to us. And I know that a lot of people are like gravitating towards creator connections and trying to reach brands that are there. But there are brands that are reaching out to influencers that are active through Instagram, through their email, through other means. And some of them may be brands that you want to work with, and you're like, I really love this particular brand. But then there may be others that you're like, you know what? Let me send them. Like I like their products, but I think that there may be somebody else who may do a little bit better in this particular category, or this may be somebody's wheelhouse, and this is where they do the best. So I know all influencers don't think that way. But when you start thinking of it business wise, it's always going to be what's going to be the best use of my time, and what brands are going to work the best for the content that I'm putting out. Like I know that there's brands that reach out to me and they're like, yeah, we would love to work with you, and I'm just like, your product is not one that would resonate with my audience. I already know that because of what I've already put out, but I know that they may do a little bit better with somebody else. Hey, this is somebody that you can reach out to, or this is a brand that a company that you may want to work through, because it may be a lot more beneficial, because it will not only put you in connection with actual influencers who may work really well with your brand, but also they have a proven track record. I think that's one of the most valuable things that we have to stand on when we present anything to any brands or vendors is that Logi has a track record. So you can say what it is that you've earned from Logi over, well, don't give exact, but you can say that you've earned from being with Logi. You can say that, like I can say, which is weird. I just saw that and was looking at um, how many matches I've had, and I'm like 100 products. That's crazy. That's crazy. But I can say, hey, I've been matched with 100 different brands or 100 different products from different brands through this program. And it's a really simple, flow. I get the product, I create the content within 2 weeks because that's a part of being in Logi. I create the content within 2 weeks, and then we're done. And if I create extra content, I can post extra links and things like that. So when we're selling it to a brand or a vendor, we have so many different ways that we can approach it, where it's just more than, hey, this is a great opportunity from you, but you can actually give your personal insight when you're approaching the conversation with them. Like I know we want a breakdown or an email or like a message that, a general one that we can send out, but just tell them what you already know about the product, about the brand. Tell them what you already know about Logi. Logi is in connection with the actual influencers weekly. What other platform actually puts, that effort into talking to the influencers and content creators that are on their platform? You don't see any. So these are some things that really set Logi apart from some of the other opportunities that are out there. I know I just gave y'all a whole infomercial, but but these are some of the things that set Logi apart as opposed to some of the other opportunities out there. And that's what you have, you know that you can go with when it comes to you reaching out to them. Because when I tell you, I'm looking at messages every week, new messages coming in from different brands, and some of them I'm just like, I just, we're not compatible. I can't do it. So that's why I said it, because I was like, some people may be like, oh, well, they may not be looking for this type of brand or that type of brand. And so they're like, kind of shy away from putting the offer out there. But this is the thing, you don't know what brand or vendor is going to say yes and get the highest package or the lowest package. You don't know which one is going to say, oh, this is a great opportunity, because it keeps them from now having to be in everybody's inbox as well. So that gives you that opportunity as well.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And also, Altavis, the fact that once you send them over and they sign up, even though they don't subscribe, which is what Nicole was asking before, that's it. They're, even if they don't subscribe right away, now they're on the Logi radar, meaning that every holiday, every Black Friday, every Cyber Monday, every Valentine's Day, every Prime Day, every time something happens, we keep on hitting them up and saying, hey guys, your brand can do this, that, and we have all their data in our system, and we say, this is what you can achieve if you join us this upcoming holiday or whatever it is. So we keep on, sending them more and more invitations to join Logi. And that means that all of a sudden, 4 months later, you're like, oh my God, I sent this brand 4 months ago and I just started making $100 from them every month. Or I just started making, $60 for them every month, or whatever package they take. That's why it's so cool, So you are kind of taking the seed and waiting for it to actually grow into a beautiful flower. And the more seeds you put out there, the more chances you have, because Logi just keeps on growing and becoming better and better with new features that are very specific for this for the category of social commerce, Amazon influencers, and other platforms like TikTok Shop and Walmart and all these other things that are growing. We keep on creating more and more tools for that, and that is why even if they don't sign up today, they might sign up in 4 months when we launch a new tool, and they're like, oh my God, yeah, I heard about these guys. A creator recommended me to use them, and I signed up, but I never actually purchased a subscription. And now with this new feature, I have to try it. And they go back, and it doesn't matter. They just go, they log in, they forgot their password. No problem. They'll say, remind me my password. But their account with their email is already associated with your invitation code. That's it. They've been tagged. Just like a product on Amazon, they've been tagged with your invitation code. So that's pretty cool.
That part. So again, I just wanted to make sure you guys understood that, you guys knew what that meant for you as influencers and content creators and being a part of this affiliate program through Logi. Listen, we have opportunities that we may not have access to on other platforms. Which we love. But with that being said, y'all, we are done. Like we've talked about the terms of service. We talked about how it correlates with us being connected to Logi, and then also you guys got some great updates. If you have not done so already, make sure that you're checking out that affiliate section on the Logi site. Check it out, play around with it, tinker with it. If there's something that you're saying, you know what? I wish it had this. Message the team. Send a message. So that way they can go and see if it's something that they can implement, when they could implement it, or is it even going to be something that would be worthwhile in the long run for the program, 100%, right? So that part also, you guys always get homework. Your only homework is if you haven't done so already, do a storefront health check, on your storefront with the videos and stuff, because we're getting ready for Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday, Giving Tuesday. We're on the path. We're almost there. So close, you guys. So now's a great time for you to kind of look at your videos that are on your storefront. You can do a report on your storefront as well if you're using Oink. Also, if you create videos and put them on YouTube or any social media platforms, now's your time to go and check those out as well. Your Genius link, make sure your links are up to date and that they're working. Check that out. So, all of those little things that you put in place that are automated, if you don't know what that means, go back and look at those videos. But all of those things that we have automated, now's the time to make sure that they're working and they are working properly, right? So that we can get the most bang for our buck. That part. And right, exactly. Stephanie said homework, invite 3 new brands to Logi. That part. That's your homework for the weekend. Bring 3 new brands to Logi. We appreciate it, right?
Or even, other is just every time you're getting an email from a brand, just reply with whatever the answer is, and also mention in your email, hey, are you already using Logi? Just like you don't even need to explain why you're asking that. But just say, are you on Logi? As if like they're gonna say, what is Logi? Why are you asking me about Logi? It's like, I just wanted to know because that's like the best platform to be for working with us, Amazon influencers. So I was just asking. And then they'll be like, we've never heard about it. And they're like, oh, okay, well, it's an invitation only anyway. But if you do want to test it out, then feel free to use my invitation code. I have a few left. I would take that as a great strategy, because why not? Why not? Just ask that question. Are you already on Logi? And they'll be like, what? What is Logi?
That's the way to do it. All right, so you guys have your homework assignments. If you have any questions when it comes to the new affiliate program with Logi, if you have any questions when it comes to what we talked about today as far as the terms of service, don't forget you can always go ahead and kind of ask that in the group, or you can always wait until the replay is posted. Shout out to the team. They always have the replay up either Monday or Tuesday. So you could always post it in the chat or the comment section of that video, or you can go ahead and do a post in the actual group itself and just tag whoever you wanted to ask the question of in the group. Y'all, we appreciate you. Appreciate you to all of you. Y'all, listen, I know it's been a rough couple weeks, but y'all got it. We good. Almost there for this big holiday season, and things are definitely doing, better. It's picking up. It's getting better. So you guys, thank you to Emmy as well, our MVP behind the scenes as always. You guys have a great weekend, and until next week, y'all. See ya.